Okay, so right from where we stopped, where we ended the last video. So React, it took a couple of minutes to install. So now I'm done installing it. So it has added 250 packages, and this is one of the things you will know if your React has actually installed correctly. Is when you see success, created tutorial, which is the name of our directory or folder, at these parts in which you've selected yourself. So we have npm start. What it does is start the development server. We have npm run build, which bundles the app into static files for production. We have npm test, which starts the test runner, and we also have npm run eject, which removes these tools and copies build dependencies. So we suggest that you begin by typing cd tutorial, which is the name of my app, then npm start, then api hacking. So these are just npm notice for me that I need to update my npm because there's a newer version. But then this 8.19 is good to go. So also looking through to the website, to the React website, you can see that it's similar to what they suggest here. So it said cd my app here, which is the name of the app, but remember we changed that to tutorial. So you're going to see the change directions to tutorial, then npm start. So that is exactly what we're going to do here now. So from my desktop, I would do cd tutorial. So now I'm inside tutorial. So what I love to do before I start my development server is to actually open this tutorial, open it up in my VS Code. So now I already have VS Code installed here. This is Visual Studio Code. So I'll just go with the shortcut, which is code dot. So what code dot does is going to open VS Code for me and open this folder inside VS Code. So first go. So my VS Code is opening up. We are going to see a welcome note on the screen as soon as it's done. So this is how your VS Code will look like when you're just launching your VS Code. So you see welcome note. So all these things are not needed. So now let me just, so you can see the name of the folder directory is called tutorial. Let me take off this update. The name of the directory is called tutorial. Where we have node modules. These are, you don't need to bother yourself about all these nodes. They're just the engine in which every node application runs. And because React is built on Node, it has to be installed for React to work properly. And we have our public folder, we have the source folder, we have .git ignore, we have the package log, we have the package.json and the readme. So this public now, public contain favicon. Favicon means the logo. So anytime you see a website, the logo that, let me give an example of a website, this React website. Okay, this logo you can see on this tab, each of these, they're called the favicon logo. So this is the logo for React now. So let's go back to our VS Code. So, and we also have our index.html. So this index.html contains basically our HTML. As we can see here, we have our HTML, language, dataset, all these, React app. So the body, just we have our normal HTML, the tag, the head, then the body. So I don't recommend us changing much thing here. Let's say if you want to actually change, you can change the title from React app to something else, and also you can just, but in short, don't alter much changes here because they're just bunch of HTML in which our website runs. So we have our logo. All of this we are going to remove and make it our own. We have our logo, we have another logo, then we have manifest the Jensen. So let me just move away from our public and let's go to our source. Our source code, our source folder contain our app.css, and we are familiar with something like .css extension. We've used it while developing our project earlier. And we have app.js, which is also app.javascript, and this is a test script. And we have index.css, which is also a CSS file, and we have index.js, which is a JavaScript file. So, and we have our logo, SVG format, and vitals setup to setup test.js. So all these things now are needed for the React app to operate. So what I want to do is just to start the development server so we can see how it actually looks like, our development server. So I'll bring up my terminal. So you can bring up your terminal as easy as pressing Ctrl tilde. Tilde is the key on top of your tab, and if you can use that to toggle on and off your terminal. Ctrl tilde off, Ctrl tilde on and off. So all this will do is going to take us straight up to the directory where we have our project, which is tutorial. So here now I can now move a step further from the website. They said we can now, since I'm inside the directory which is CD tutorial, then I can go with npm start, so which is also what is here. You can see the tutorial, then npm start. So I'm going to go inside my terminal and do npm start. So it's trying to launch the development server now. So you can see starting the development server, and immediately it's going to go to my default browser, which is Chrome. So it's loading the page. So we're going to give it time. Usually it should take about a minute or less. So this is the default. So this is what all this page you are seeing, all this page you're seeing from my index to my from my app.js rather. So we have the logo, then we have edit app.js code save to reload. So let's go and see edit, and that save to reload. Then we have learn React, which is a link. So you can see learn React is inside our anchor tag, which is an a tag, which signifies that it's a link. You can now see here. So what's this boiler templates, we are going to remove everything. We're going to clear it up and make the React project ours. So that will be what we are going to be doing in the next class, or in the next slide of this tutorial. Thank you for sticking around with me. See you in the next slide.